Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be catching up now, right up to date with the IMPERIUM magazine as we take a look at issues 57 through to issue 62, and now we're starting to get those Space Marines back in the mix, which is awesome news. So let's get cracking and we'll have a look at just what's included in these 6 issues of this great magazine. Right, here we go, issues 57 to 62 of the IMPERIUM magazine, and we're getting a nice collection now of Necrons, Space Marines, and some more paint. So let's begin with issue 57. We'll get this one open, go through all the sprues, have a look at the contents of the magazine. Hopefully this video will give you a good idea about what you can expect if you'd like to pick these up and when they're released in your area. And as we get to the more modern ones, you're going to be able to get them weekly from your newsagent and local supermarket, that kind of thing. But here we go, here's the sprue, and this is going to be for the Tomb Blade. So this is going to be a nice vehicle that we can add to our Necron army as things are really starting to get going now. We've got a base there as well, the clear plastic one. So we've got another insert. This is the Eyes of the Triarch. So really nicely done these. I like these pull-outs. You get a really good selection of maps and images, artwork, and you can also learn something too. But in issue 57, we're going to get some information about Saint Celestine, the Tomb Blade build guides and paint, and then how to choose an army list as they expand this section of the magazine. So there's Celestine there. We've got Sithosa, if I've said that rightly. We're going to learn about the Death Watch, the shield that slays, as we build up the different sections of our Space Marine knowledge. And here's the tools of the Ancient Hunter. Really cool to see these pictures. They're done really well. Some really nice details. How to build, great guide again, and how to paint too. If you haven't seen these magazines before and this is the first time, these really are well done and great resources to help you paint and build your models. Then we're on to the playing side of things, where we're going to learn about how to put together our different armies for Necron and IMPERIUM units, like the Adeptus Sororitas and the Adeptus Mechanicus, and then a mission to play called Beach the Walls. And then in the next 3 issues, we're going to get some really cool models. It looks like another Wraith, and then those brilliant Outriders for the Space Marines. So that's issue 57. Now let's get 58 open, and we'll have a look through that one. I'm going quite quick here as I catch up with the issues, but in previous videos I'd go through one magazine at a time in a bit more detail. But yeah, in this time now I'm just catching up. So here we go, we've got a base. This is a 50mm base, and this is going to be for our Canoptic Wraith, and here's the sprue for that model. I think these are fantastic. I really can't wait to get these built. I saw them on a battle report on a YouTube channel. I can't even remember which one it was. I wish I remembered. Where they played across a bridge, and it was really cool. The Wraiths going across there were excellent. So I definitely want to replicate something like that. And then here tells us what we're going to get. We get another battle mat included. This one opens up, and this will be the size of a kill team or Warcry board, and there'll be 4 across the whole collection, so we can put them together for our full size 2,000 plus point battles. So yeah, that's really good. And these are nice. Once you keep them stored safely, you can reuse them over and over again. It's not card, but it's thick paper, and it's definitely robust enough to use. I've played a bunch of games on these, and I think it's done really well. 2 different sides too, to mix up the look of your battles. Now as we go through, we get a bit more information about our Space Marines with heroic origins of some of the main characters, which is great. The Black Templars, Morven Val, the Abyss Sanctorum, awful model to play against. He's just so good, so powerful, really hard to kill. Then it's how to build the Wraith. So got to get this one done. This is on top of my list to get built. Really looking forward to playing against these. I'll probably do some 500 point battles. I think that'll be fun to get started with. Then we've got Conflict in the Crypts, and we're building our Necrons and Imperium armies again, but now we've got some different lists, 2 for each of those, so some more options on how we can put together the models so far. Another mission sees the Undercroft, where we can put those battle mats together and start playing on some bigger battlefields now. And then on the back it shows us what we're going to get. The next 2 issues are some of my favourites, those Outriders. Really been looking forward to get hold of these. So let's get 59 open. Now, if you want to get this for your collection, you can still get hold of these. Then you're going to need both 59 and 60 to build it. This is going to give you not even a full model. You're going to get part 1 of 2 there. So you will need to get both magazines to get it all. But these are pretty chunky. They're pretty big, especially when you compare them to the older Space Marine bikes. So yeah, they look great. and as you see, the base is pretty big too. Let's measure it up to give you a really good idea. That's 90 by 50. So each one is going to take up a fair amount of space. And now in here, we're going to get part 1 of 2. So that next sprue comes in issue 30. We're going to learn about Space Marine stratagems, Red Corsairs, and power ratings now. And here's one of my favourite pages they do, where they tell you about the units and exactly what they could do. You've got a battle report on the back as well. A close combat support for the Space Marines. Really can't wait to get those bikes built and also get that quad too. That looks epic. And then there we are, some nice imagery all painted up. We're going to learn about some more characters now in the universe, and then how to build. I think these how to builds are better than the ones you get in the actual box sets. They're really good. Then we're on to Space Marine stratagems now. So we're finally getting to the tactical part of building your army and what you can use in there. And over the next few issues, we'll get more stratagems released for the different ones. Also army building, looking at your battlefield roles and some more example lists, and a mission to get playing with. Now, on the other side of this, we can see the battle mats really coming together using all 4 there, and that's really giving you a massive area to play on. That's all you need, and you're good for the big battles. Next up, we're going to get that second part, and then another cool vehicle for our Necrons. So we're opening issue 60, and this is the biggest sprue now, which will give us the other 2 Outriders, and that'll be our unit of 3 that we can use. Now, I was going to paint these to go alongside my Imperial Fists. I'm almost tempted to go with the original Ultramarines. I might do it, especially with some of the characters coming out. It might be cool to have a little Ultramarine section. You can always mix them up in your game anyway and combine the 2 different chapters and play under one set of chapter rules. There's certainly nothing wrong with proxying them. And then if you want to play smaller games, you can certainly do that too. So here we go. We're going to learn about the Demon Hunting Grey Knights this time, and some great artwork on the front. And I always kind of skip through that, but the artwork in these magazines has been done really well. We've got the weapons, we're going to learn about the armory. Now we've got a how to paint section using all the paints we've got so far in the collection. So with the paints at this point, we can pretty much almost finish the Space Marines, really. There's not many more, I don't think, that we're going to have to wait for. So it takes you right through all the stages, getting you really up to date to the final gallery there. Then Angels of Death and a tutorial. We've got the Outrider Squad datasheet. And then as we move through, you're going to get another tutorial, Assault in the Basilica. And we'll find another mission to play for Sacred Relics this time. And then on the back shows us next to Necron Tombblade and some paints. So let's open issue 61 and have a look at that Tombblade up close. So now it's really cool that we're starting to get more and more of the Necrons and the Space Marines again. I got a little bit fed up, to be fair, seeing all the Adeptus Sororitas and Mechanicus. I think it could have almost just been Space Marines and I would have been more happy. But you might like a mix, and if you do, I think you're going to love the whole collection. I'm still not disappointed with the whole thing. I'm still really happy that I've done it and I'm working my way through. And we're over 2/3 of the way now, so that's really exciting. Okay, let's have a look then. So we've got Read About the Inquisition, Build and Paint Your Tombblade, and a brand new mission pack. And another pull out now. Every 4 to 6 issues, you're going to get one of these. This has got veteran mission rules, Imperium detachments, so you can see about the battlefield roles, how many different units you can include in the different ones, and then secondary objectives, bit more on stratagems, looking at the basic ones first, and then a veteran mission pack. So that's really nice. That's a really useful pull out there. Through the issue itself, we start off learning about the Inquisition this time, and then also about Warzone Manask. Some great artwork again, looking at the Purge of Vengala. We've got some more information about weapons and killing those demons, building, painting, and then on to some Necron rules, Cryptek, Arcana with a tutorial, and Blessings of the Faithful for the Adeptus Sororitas as we build up our knowledge there. Then we're going to go into a Scout and Engage mission as well. And then that's going to take us into Established Control. This is a veteran mission at the back. And look at this, issue 63 is looking awesome as we start again this Vanguard collection of Space Marines. On to 62 then. So we get 2 pots of paint. If you've been collecting these before, you'll know you used to get 3 pots in the older magazines, but only 2 now. But we're going to get Evil Sons Scarlet and Calgar Blue, both layer paints. And so they're going to come in handy. And then we're going to learn about the Space Marine veterans. And here we go, straight away we're going to get into that as we open it up. And then the Silent King, some more heroes of the universe. Crimson Fists, working our way through most of the chapters now, the Space Marines. Uriel Ventress, I've got him to build, can't wait. So yeah, I'm definitely going Ultramarines, I think. I forgot him, really. He's going to be the leader that I want to take in. So yeah, definitely going to do that, and the bikes will probably go to them. Now on to how to paint again. So with those two paints, we can go back to the models we've already got and we've already been painting if we follow this guide, and then start adding those two colours to all of them. You can see it goes across some different factions. Now we're on to the obscuration discipline for the Space Marines, as we go and find out what the Psychers can do in more detail, and another mission. You get so many missions in this collection. And 63 we know about, 64, and some more death marks, my favourite of the Necrons. And that's it, that's covered issues 57 to 62. We're almost up to date. I've got 4 more issues to do, and I'll be doing that very soon, so look out for that, probably tomorrow, the day after this video is published. But hopefully this has given you a good idea about what to expect from the collection. And if you can get hold of these issues still, I think it would be great if you can get the Outriders. They'd be a really good addition to your army. But thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. A big thanks to Tabletop Star for supporting the channel this month. Check out their website, the link's down below in the description. This is a great place to meet people in your area who like to play games as much as you do, so really awesome idea. And of course a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for being there right from the beginning, helping me to keep going with these daily videos. If you'd like to join the Patreon supporters, that link's in the description there down below too. I'd love to see you there.